Peace, love, life, strength, and healing to all. Welcome back again to Divine Nation, where we continue to expand our consciousness. To all those fighting battles, to all those conquering battles, I send you peace, love, and life. So basically today we're going to be covering what does it mean to be chosen by God. What does it mean to be a chosen one? Right? Basically, I've been hearing a lot about chosen ones, chosen ones, chosen ones. And I would just like to clear the air and basically say that we are all chosen ones. Right? There's nobody special, there's nobody above the other. Right? But there's a huge but. But there are people that are anointed. Why? Because they picked up the phone. Again, we are all given the call, but we don't all answer. So the chosen people, the enlightened people, are basically those that pick up the phone. And it is said that they actually have a divine mission, right? They have a very important task, especially in these times, right? So we're going to be covering pointers to indicate whether you or a friend or someone you may know, to know whether you are actually a chosen one or basically are you chosen by God. And now let's talk about being awakened. Now, being awakened and being chosen by God is two different things. First of all, being awakened. You see, when you are actually awakened, it basically means that your eyes are open, that you see through the illusion, that you are now becoming an illuminated being. Right? You see through the lies of the system. Right? You don't just trust everything you hear, trust everything you see, trust everything you smell, trust everything you hear, or trust everything you feel. You understand? You understand that there is more to what you have been taught. There's more to whatever school basically taught you. Right? So when you are awakened, you become illuminated. Now, being chosen on the other hand, that's a much deeper thing. You see, when you're actually chosen, again, you have a special task. So your life is actually way different. Right? Your life is actually totally different from the rest. Because again, you actually have a divine task. And the more you stray from your task, the more chaotic your life is. You understand? So it's like a restriction to your life. It's like a restriction to your life. But it doesn't have to be a bad thing. It's actually a beautiful thing if you look at it the right way. But we're going to go deeper into that. So again, there's a difference between being chosen and being awakened. Now again, you can be awakened, you can have all the esoteric knowledge, all the wisdom, right? And you can still not be saved, because it's not the knowledge that saves you, it's your actions, it's your deeds, right? But a chosen one has all the knowledge, has all the esoteric knowledge, the wisdom, they also carry, a specific way of life. The way they move, the way they breathe, the way they eat, basically everything about them, again, they keep it in the heart. They have a pure heart. All right, so they have the wisdom and the knowledge, and they also have the heart. All right, so we're going to go into basically ways to identify a chosen one. So because basically you watching me right now may be a chosen one. All right, or you may actually know someone, in fact, that's a chosen one. So we're going to be covering ways to identify a chosen one. All right. The first point, basically chosen people that are actually chosen by God. Again, God could be the universe, whatever higher power you believe in. You understand? Here we don't really discriminate. Okay? So basically whatever higher power you believe in. So basically the first pointer, the first way to identify a chosen one, they are very wise. They are very wise. they basically come off as an old soul, right? So they are very wise, and most times, in most instances, they are very young, right? They could be 18, 19, 20, 21, and they have knowledge and wisdom beyond their age, right? Sometimes they're in the family, and they may be considered the black sheep in their family, right? So if you feel like you are black sheep in your family, right, the things you talk about, the things you read about, the things you think about, right, are basically different from your peers, right? That's an indication that you might be chosen by God. You actually may be chosen for a higher power, for a higher purpose, all right? And I think I've heard once that in most families, in fact, in all families, there's at least one chosen one, all right? And in most cases, they are the black sheep. But I would like to call myself the golden sheep, if you understand, right? But in most cases, they're actually what you want to call the black sheep. They're basically, different from the rest. Because sometimes these people may be giving knowledge and wisdom far beyond the age, and probably to their parents watching them like, what are you saying there? You check it because because they're very young, right? So they're not supposed to know these kind of things. You understand? So that's one indication. The very old soul and a very wise for the age. Again, these people don't have to be wise. Chosen people can also be like 60, 50, 70, older folks as well. You understand? So basically that was the first point. All right. The second way to identify a chosen one, these people have a strong urge to serve. They have a strong urge to serve God and to serve others, right? To serve God and to serve others. Now, again, we dark people, we are actually brought up in a lot of religion. So all chosen ones are not specifically spiritual, right? Because most of us are brought up in religious backgrounds. But with that urge and with a lack of answers, and the religion being the closest thing, a lot of chosen ones actually gravitate to religion. You understand? Gravitate to religion, and basically with that urge, they dive deep into religion. You understand? So they have a deep urge to serve God. So you will see this people becoming as strong Christians, as strong, whatever you basically under, whatever higher power you serve, they basically strong at it, and they love to serve other people as well. You understand? So they love to serve other people, and they love to serve God. All right. So that was basically the second way to indicate or to identify a chosen one. The third way to identify a chosen one, basically everything you touch turns into gold. All right. Basically what I mean, you always succeed. Everything you touch turns into gold. You understand? Even if you try to do something for your first time, you always seem to have what they call beginner's luck. You understand? It's like everything you touch just turns to gold. Thing just always works out for you, no matter how dark it may seem, no matter how wrong it seems. Like you always find yourself, you check it, like you always find yourself back on top. You understand? Sometimes you question it, sometimes you just accept it. You don't really question it. But this is why this is happening to you. You understand? Because again, you are actually chosen by the Most High. Right? So everything you touch turns into gold. You always succeed. You understand? If you're somebody that always taking part in competitions and whatnot, you always seem to come out victoriously. And even if you don't win the title, you always win something. So like you never lose. You probably won, you probably lost the competition, but there was something else you gained. You understand? So like you never really lose in life. Right? So that's basically the third way to identify a chosen one. Now, the fourth indication of a chosen one, you see, these people are always lonely because the path is always lonely. Now, a main reason for this is because you see, when you are around friends all the time, you see the Most High cannot reach you. Because again, chosen people are actually the vessels for the Most High. The Most High works through these people on this plane. Right? Now, if you're always among friends, always among people, you won't hear the Most High. The Most High is speaking to you. The Most High is speaking to you. They speak to the chosen ones more. Well, I'm not saying more, but the chosen ones hear the Most High more than the average. So again, if you're always among other people, you won't get your downloads. You won't really hear what the Most High has for you. So the path for chosen ones are extremely lonely. Now, it's not lonely on a destructive path. It's actually very, very beautiful. You understand? And when you keep climbing the ladder, you will realize what I'm saying. All right? So when I say lonely, I don't mean like it's lonely, like, you have no friends. Sometimes you have the most friends. You check what I show you. Sometimes you have the most friends, but you still always by yourself. All right? You would pick a night home, by yourself, over going to a party, going to a fete, going to a club or whatever. Because you understand yourself and you understand. Then again, it depends on the level that you are on. Because there's levels to everything. So if you are basically on a higher level in your awakening, by now you should know that your loneliness is a beautiful thing. This is the way that the Most High can reach to you. So basically that was the fourth indication. And basically the path is lonely. Because again, this is how the Most High reaches you. The fifth indication, to recognize a chosen one, to recognize those who are actually here for higher purpose. You see, these people don't need teachers. They don't need instructors. Let me explain. So you see how in most times, in many cases and instances that people need tutors, they need teachers to teach them things. Probably if you're doing martial arts, you need an instructor. If you're doing boxing, fight, basically whatever it is you're doing, they need instructors. You see, these people do not need instructors. Why? Because again, they're always in contact with the Most High. You understand? So again, it depends on the level that you're on your awakening as well. You understand? Because if you're at a certain level and you understand and you're able to trust your intuition, you will see that you don't need an instructor, you don't need a teacher. You see, you're always receiving downloads. So whatever area in life you choose to work, it could be whatever subject you choose to learn more about, you see, like, it will always come to you gradually. You understand? Sometimes you're just there and there's something that's come up in your head. Something that's popped in your head one time. That's downloads. You see, the Most High is speaking to you. Right? So you see, these people don't need teachers. They don't need instructors. You understand? Sometimes you say, okay, for example, sometimes you just say, Apun, I want to learn more about the planets or, whatever. And things naturally fall into place. Sometimes you go to work, one person bring a book for you on planets, like things just naturally happen for you. You understand? That's the Most High working for you. So you don't basically need teachers. From time you dive deeper within, you will get all the answers and all the downloads. Probably in the earlier stages of your life, the earlier stages of your awakening, this is where probably you may see like, okay, you might need a teacher. Again, if you're very unaware of your journey and your purpose. You understand? But in most cases, they don't last forever. You see, if you have an instructor, if you have a teacher, it will come across like people always leave in your life. People here for one second and disappearing. It's because they are there. It's actually because they are not meant to stay. You understand? So even if you have an instructor or you have a teacher, it'll only be for a short period of time, because not even the instructor can get you to the level that you need to be on. Right? It's the divine. Right? It's the divine. Right? So that was basically the fifth way. So again, this is why it's important to know yourself. Because if you know yourself as a chosen one, you are able to trust your intuition. You understand? So you will tap into a lot of higher knowledge and higher wisdoms. You understand? People will not understand. People will have to understand. You understand? So again, this is why it's important that you take time to figure out yourself. You understand? To figure out yourself and who you are, what you're here for. You understand? Because again, if you are chosen one, a lot of chosen ones are actually lost. But we're gonna get into that some other time. Alright? So the sixth indication of a chosen one, to identify a chosen one. You see, these people, no matter where they go, no matter what you dress, no matter what you have on, where you go, who you with, it always seems like the attention is on you. Now, you can be the hottest girl, right? Or still, you can be a girl with not much good looks, right? Sometimes, you put on something so basic, and everywhere you go, attention is on you. You see, it's the reason why it's like that is because people feel your energy. As chosen ones, you have a very high energy. You understand? You have a high energy. Your vibration is high. Even if you are unaware of it, it's always high. You understand? Now, there's things that you can do to bring it down as usual, but on a normal basis, no matter where you go, the attention will always be on you. Sometimes you don't like it, but you have to learn to accept it. It doesn't matter where you go, the attention is on you. All right. So if you never heard, even like what Tupac says, all eyes on me. All right. Even Tupac says it. Tupac was a chosen one. Tupac was the chosen one. All eyes on him. All eyes on me. Right. So like everywhere you go, all eyes on you. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you don't even have status like that. You understand? It's like you're a celebrity everywhere you go. You don't have no status. You don't even care about fame. You don't even care about likes. But people just naturally always want to look at you, or want to talk to you, or want to be around you. You understand? So basically, that's an indication. Right? Don't ignore it. That's an indication. All right. Now the seventh indication again of chosen ones. Now you see these people, because of their divine mission. Again, if you actually a chosen one and you have been diving deep, you've been working on yourself, you're gonna develop a lot of haters. You're gonna start to get a lot of haters. People hating on you for no reason. Sometimes you're the most positive person. Alright? Sometimes you're the most positive person. You want the best for everyone, but yet still people just hate on you. You see, that's actually one of the downsides of being chosen. Right? But you don't take it to heart. You understand? Because again, with levels, you understand more. Alright? You understand more. But just for you to know that as a chosen one, you're going to be hated by a lot of people. When I say a lot. You understand? Especially if you're on your shit. Especially if you're on your purpose. If you're always striving to become your greatest version. People will look for all reasons to say things about you. To hate on you. Even your friends will change on you. You understand? Especially when you start to walk in your own path, your own friends will change on you. And that's a fact. Right? So that's basically the seventh indication. Alright? So if you stay tuned, if you as you stay tuned to where the seven indications, I'll give a bonus indication. All right, I'll give one more. All right, so for chosen ones, it always seemed like your life was always hard. For you, your life was always hard. It always felt like life was always against you from a very young age. So probably you actually dealing with grief right now, with breakups, with losses. You probably find it difficult to have the basic things in life. But let me tell you, don't be discouraged. You understand? These are indications that you actually have a higher purpose. Right? So your life always felt like it was like life is always against you. Your life was always hard. You understand? But again, with levels, you develop different realizations. But let me tell you, the reason why it's hard, it's not because life is against you. It's because life is working for you. You see, we have power as chosen people. But you understand? But sorry about that. We have power as chosen people. But sitting on a couch, going to parties every day, going out with a girlfriend every time. These, all these things that we love to do. You see, these things will not make you tap into your power. You see, so we need the hard things, the pains. These are the things that's going to push us. It's going to push the light out of you. You understand? So again, it's not happening. Life is not against you. It's happening for you. Because there will come a point in time where you will just stand back and you will realize, wow, all the challenges I went through in life, all the hard times in life, it really made me to become great. It really made me to become a god. You understand? So again, you see, as a chosen one, because there's a lot of chosen people, especially in the black community, but we see we are not aware of these things. Because a lot of chosen people are actually in jail. A lot of chosen people are actually dead. A lot of chosen people are probably in mad houses. You understand? Because these are the people that the devil is always after. Because they're here for a divine mission. So the devil wants them down. Right? And since they are unaware of who they are, this is why again I say it's important to know who you are. Since they are unaware of who they are, you see, the world gets to them. You see, when you look to the ghettos and all these people to the ghettos, and you look at guys that probably playing the bandman thing, you see most and a lot of ghetto youths are actually chosen ones. A lot of ghetto youths are actually chosen ones. But you see, with the lack of wisdom and the lack of direction and the lack of knowledge, you see, life actually pushed them to do certain things that put them in situations that actually gonna dim their light. You see, not because a man is in a ghetto means that he's a ghetto youth. You understand? Not because a man is born into a ghetto or born into a slums or born into a bad environment, a bad community means that he's a bad person. Most chosen ones are born in bad situations. You understand? But not all of us are lucky enough, to listen to the call, to answer and pick up the phone and literally and have the courage to walk the path. This is why again we have so many chosen ones in jail. We have so many chosen ones dead. We have so many chosen ones in the madhouse because probably they followed friends and certain situations happen. They gave them a bad drug and these kind of things. You see, they're gonna target you. They're gonna target you. Alright? So if any of these signs resonated with you, I would like you to put down in the comments, I am chosen. Alright? So these were seven indications of chosen ones. Again, if any of these indications resonated with you, write down in the comment, I am chosen. One more thing, this is why again it's important to know who you are. This is why it's important to find yourself. If you don't know who you are, someone else will put a label on you and you will believe it. So once again, peace, love, life, strength and healing to all. Remember, once again, we are all co-creators of our own life. So let's create. Peace.